the last game is going to be on Heartbreak Ridge, and yeah, I think this map favors Zerg pretty significantly. So Hotbid should have an advantage here because you've got the back door, which you can just mine out and run links back. It's fantastic for Hydrobus because the front of the natural is so open, and it's tough to have an army behind there because the natural is still kind of constricted inside. And then there's all these other sort of cheeses you can do. At the same time, Protoss can easily do cheeses of their own, but I think Zerg definitely gets on the front foot with this sort of map. And yeah, so you guys ready to go?
Yeah, absolutely.
I am ready.
3, 2, 1, go. And yeah, so game 3 of Cambium vs Hotbid. This is the round of 32 of the Torenhire Starleague. Here we go.
Oh, excellent. Hotbid is the Navy Zerg on the right-hand side, and Cambium is the brown Protoss on the left.
Is it navy darker? Why wouldn't it just be like blue?
Because he's Sejol. That's why.
You guys are so rabid. I only know the 16 colors that come in MS Paint on Windows 95 or whatever it was.
I'm gonna buy you a 128 crayon set just to confuse you. You can expand your palette.
That's like the weirdest thing. Can you imagine getting that in the mail? Like, you just get it in the mail, there's like this 128 crayon pack, and it's like, I hope you're confused now, Sejol. And you're just like, alright.
But they're all melted because they were in Hawaii for like 3 months. Melted crayons, the best present.
Alright.
You can put them in your tea, Sergio.
Do you remember Brood War music?
Do I remember Brood War? I
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
even around for
happening
it.
now on your computer.
Alright, so Sejol burning Mizo a little bit there. We actually have a Forge FE once again from Cambium, so being fairly... well, I mean, actually, we don't know it's a Forge FE. He could be doing his 2-gate again, because that worked so well last time. He is up at 11 supply, though, so I don't think that's going to happen. And
Yeah, Hotbid going for another 9 pool.
Man, Hotbid. Just...
Hotbid really doesn't like 12 hatching.
Oh, yeah.
Or he really, really likes 9 pooling.
I think this is maybe just partially due to, I mean, the era that Hotbid sort of played Brood War, you know, at a high level. I think 12 hatching wasn't done as much because Protoss were generally more aggressive, kind of thing. I mean, that's just me theorizing. Elrond, no one saying smart Zergs don't 12 hatch. All right. So that Jadon guy, I mean, he's pretty terrible. So
He's a fly-by-night.
Pretty bad.
I'm telling you, he'll be washed up by the end of the week.
Alright, so
Flavor of...
luckily, with Cambium not cancelling his Forge, I am shocked, but pleased. And we do have a cannon coming down, so... I mean, there are links on the way. It's gonna be tight, but he should be okay. The problem is that... Oh, he has a second cannon, because...
Right.
I mean, the 6 links can just walk up and kill the cannon, which is a problem. But you either need to bring probes to block or have a second cannon coming up so that once they kill it, you know, the second one kills them, sort of thing. It is going to be tight, though.
And Hotbid takes his
Hotbid's
natural.
just expanding behind this, yeah.
If Hotbid can get any damage done with these lings... no,
Is he sending
perfect
that
timing.
Phoenix
Finishing
to
and the
third?
second cannon's gonna finish. That was good timing with the cannon.
Perfect.
So.
Perfect timing. And, I mean, the thing is, when you put down 2 cannons to block a 9 pool, it kind of cancels out the advantage you had from the Zerg 9 pooling in the first place. I mean, I'd say that they're pretty much even in my mind. I know someone in the chat probably has done some maths or something and will tell me I'm full of shit.
Keontae, that 3.4 minerals saved is actually going to the Zerg's favor.
That's a great
So
Elrond
is
no one
Hotbid
impression.
taking his third?
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
So
he is.
taking the quick third in ZVP, fairly standard. And Cambium smartly putting a pylon to scout the back minerals. Which means that, you know, he's just basically saying, you know, if you're going to try and, you know, mine at the back and run some lurkers in or something like that, I'm going to see it and I'm going to be able to respond to it. Which is just, it's just smart play, and it's something that a lot of Protoss just forget to do. And
yeah, it's really annoying when you get lurkers up those mineral patches. It just gets denied for so long.
And Cambium actually manages to sneak a probe out here, so he's going to get a full scout of what Hotbid's doing, and that's great for him because not knowing is probably the hardest part of playing PvZ. When you don't know if there's a Hydra Bus coming, or you don't know if they're going 200 meter or whatever. But once you get that secondary scout in, or you keep your own scout alive until like the lair is down, getting to know what is actually going on is just so powerful. And he sees
Keontae, why hasn't Hotbid Maynarded his drones to his natural yet?
Because he's not even fully saturated his main yet.
He's going up to the lair already.
Because he 9-pulled the fact he's just on lower drones than he would be otherwise. At the same time, Cambium's tech is significantly slower as well.
He's just now Maynarded.
Yeah, there we go. See, he didn't want to basically... You don't want to like just Maynard and leave your main undersaturated. If you can just do it, you know, a little bit later or whatever, because there's no advantage to it. I mean, you think about it, you're like, oh, these drones are mining 1 per patch, and I send them on a trip and they're still mining 1 per patch. That's not fantastic for me, you know?
Oh, is it? Oh no, so it's gonna just kill all these things.
So, Cambium has just dropped the Stargate?
Yep. And nice
Pretty
micro
standard.
there from Hotbid. Also getting a Citadel of Doom. So this is standard as the Newborn Snow.
Standards get.
Going Stair DT. The Bisu bills. If I can say that out loud. I know that because he's not actually getting the +1 before the Citadel, so he's rushing to the DTs. And I just wanted to say that. I wanted to say the Bisu bills. And Spy coming for Hotbid. So this is really just incredibly standard. Smart Cambium's actually getting a free Overlord here, using his Zealots to kind of buffer for the Goon while I can just kill the Overlord. And this is a real pain in the ass. I mean, he's probably going to lose 2 Overlords at least just to the Corsair and the Goons. And if you don't, you know, manage that properly, like starting Overlords early on and predicting it, you can kind of get supply blocked and can just hold up your macro a bit. But I think he's going to be okay.
He has both the Hydra Den and the Spire on the way up anyway, so he's kind of hedged his bets.
Interestingly, not using the Hydra Den to make some SimCity in his natural, instead just putting it in the main and getting it, I think, a little bit earlier than I would expect. Normally you'd have the 5 hatcheries done or going before you start putting up things like the Evolution Chamber and the Hydra Den. So we might see, okay, it's going to be Hydra speed.
Is he going to be able to kill this creep? The sunken colony before
there's enough Zerglings that I don't think this is going to be a huge problem. Even if he does kill it.
He's going to be able to get some drones though. Definitely going to be able to get some drones here. He's actually just going for drones.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth it though.
Yeah, I think he got 2 drones.
No, he got 3 drones, but he did lose 2 Zealots and a Goon. I mean, that's a meh trade. I'd go as far to say it's a bad trade. And the Corsair does kills an Overlord, so...
Macro hatch on the way up at the natural as well.
Yeah.
He's not going for any more Corsairs though.
Looks like it's going to be, I think Hotbid's going to start his Hydra production in just a second and do some really early pressure with these Hydralists. And the Templar Archives is nearing completion, and he's going to have to get Storm going as soon as possible to make sure that he can defend this. Although no, Hotbid's just droning more. I would have expected another hatchery.
He's also evolving the lurker aspect.
There's one Zealot in Hotbid's natural killing drones.
Oh my god. What a
It
boss.
has 26 health.
Oh my god. Oh, that's
Now
gotta be
he's
so
gonna get
annoying.
drones.
Just like when you
Yeah.
lose like 3 drones to like a single, you're just like, oh Jesus, what am I doing? No!
And Cambium is just streaming in
There's
another
some
6
speedlots
Zealots.
coming into that third, yeah.
A
There's no
Lurker's...
SimCity either, just the sunken colony.
Oh god. Hotbid, I think Rusty Mechanics sort of falling apart here,
Yeah.
and this third is just gonna die. He doesn't
It's
have enough
definitely
units to
gonna
defend
die.
it. He's just dead.
Hydras are not going to be able to get there in time.
There are Lurkers researching.
Why are you sending drones there, Hotbid? Don't send drones to that.
Drones
What
can
is he going
fight
to do?
too,
Attack
man.
the... I guess he's going to attack the Zealots with the drones and the single Hydralisk. Oh, a couple links coming in. This isn't going to end well though. That hatchery is definitely going down.
They aren't +1 Zealots though, so they're not as effective as they could be, but you know, when you kill a third, fairly effective. Hotbid morphing 2 colonies right there,
I think
but,
he's just going to clean up the Hydralisk and the drone. And then leave.
and morphing a lurker
Oh, he
there.
morphs the lurker.
Is he gonna kill the drone? Kill the drone! Zealots playing Rick Round Rosie.
My
No.
god.
Oh, he gets the drone. No, get out of there, Zealots, live. No, he's gonna just fight and die.
Alright,
Three zealots will
looking,
take us something.
looking at Cambium's base, he's got 6, I guess 7 gateways running, a second forge, robotics facility, storm on the way. I think there's going to be a really strong push, and goon range. Yeah, he's going to do a really strong 2-base push here, and I don't see how Hotbid can defend it. If there's obs up,
Hotbid's actually just done a huge round of drones, so...
the push isn't coming literally right now, but in about
coming soon.
2 or 3 minutes time, and
He has a couple of lurkers morphing, but where's the Hydras? There we go, Hydras coming up now. He just doesn't have that additional mining at the third base though.
yeah, he's gonna need really like a lot of lurkers or some nice sort of delaying on these ledges to try and survive this
Yeah,
2-base
these
attack.
5 Hydralisks against 5 Zealots I don't think are gonna fare very well. The Zealots do have +1 now, so... wow, Hydra's actually pretty fast. They're almost
Storm
as
has
fast as...
just finished.
There's a little race going on here where no one's attacking each other, they're just kinda doing an Olympic trial race, I guess.
That's appropriate. And
Oh, there we
Zealots
go.
come to the natural, but big round of Hydra
It's
spawn.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lurker there as well.
One zealot makes its way into the main.
One lurker at the third. Where are these zealots going? He's going all the way around. No? I don't actually know where he's going. Where's he going with those zealots? I guess he's looking for hidden expos? I don't...
And that's
Yeah.
smart. I mean, if he doesn't need these zealots or anything right now. He's doing his push in a couple of minutes' time. He's just trying to build up his Templar. He's got his goons building up, and with a big
One
goon
lurker.
Templar push, a couple of lurkers, they're not going to do anything. They're just going to die. And I think Hotbid just has to go balls to the wall, make as much
Oh,
as he
some
can.
Hydralisks come here to Cambium's natural.
Yeah.
There is one lurker poking away at this pylon. Where are the Templar? There's that one Templar. Actually he has 4 Templar with... They actually have a lot of energy actually,
Yeah.
so he should be able to get some pretty nice storms off here.
Hotbid
He
sort
actually
of
doesn't need...
going
having
for a
storm.
bust, but
Oh, there's that
Oh
storm.
my god, that storm.
Absolutely no micro,
That
and the
is
Hydralisks just melt.
grotesque.
A lot of Hydralisks. Is he gonna be able to... Oh, he snipes one of the Templar. No, he doesn't even get that one Templar.
does.
Storm does go off, but... Oh, he just forced them all into lurkers.
nope.
Oh, and then cancels
Cancel.
them all.
Yeah, I don't think Hotbid realizes how much stuff Cambium has coming behind this, and that could have just
Yeah,
sealed
that's
his
all.
grave. I think that he needed to just hold back and try and defend the push, like try and catch the push off guard, on one of these ridges and just sort of crush it. But now that the push is out of the map and it's coming, I mean, it's not going to stop. There's a bunch of gateways. 2-1 is about to finish, and this army is just going to be so strong, and it's going to be really tough for Hotbid to deal with. And
Hotbid is floating
Oh,
1.5k
there's some mass
of
lurkers.
those
Here we go.
resources.
Mass lurkers in his third.
I think they're going to be too
Is
late.
Cambium actually gonna push for the third, or is he just gonna go straight for the natural? The natural's actually relatively undefended. He could just go straight for the natural.
If he
he's
gets
just
to
going
the
for
third, he can
actually.
storm these eggs before they finish, and that could be brutal.
Oh,
Without,
I want to see some sick timing. Where's the... Oh, okay, Templar...
Nope.
Nope. I think he's just gonna go for the natural. Yeah, he's just gonna go for the natural.
That
These
leaves
lurkers
him
are gonna
open
have to
to
come from
an
behind.
enormous flank.
and here come all the units. Hotbid's going to have one
Oh,
shot
is this
with a
gonna
lurker
be a
flank.
sick play? But there are observers and there are dragoons. Can he burrow them without losing them all first? There. Oh, he has to split up these lurkers, and they're all gonna get stormed. Oh my God, storms going off with the lurkers.
Word.
A lot of them missing, and they all just died. I
That
think.
was
up in
grotesque.
GG here. That was more exciting game than the first two, at least.
Alrighty, so Cambium, after getting taken down in a pretty silly first game, manages to come back and takes out Hotbid. And yeah, so that was a pretty decent first series there, and we'll get moving into our next one.